Good morning. How's it going, guys? Let me see if I can adjust the mic here without ruining everything. Oh, come on. My mic arm is fucking up. Just wait. Just wait. Can you hear me? It keeps sliding down. It won't stay where I put it. God damn it. It's probably okay, yeah? Good morning. Everyone have your coffee ready? Oh, that's good. That's good, isn't it? Get your morning coffee. Nice black shirt. My J arm. No, my mic arm. My mic arm. It's a Devo. How's it going, everyone? Good morning. Your last live stream of Game Boomers was good. You mean the one where I was like shitting myself? I wasn't sick. I had some kind of indigestion. It was fucking awful. I spent half the night in the toilet. But I'm fine now. Everyone post your coffee. Post your coffee cups in the chat. Oh, that's good. Good morning. With Dev going official, does that mean now he's an exploitative capitalist and Dave is a reactionary kulak and bootlicker doesn't say he's being exploited? Yeah, something like that. Minecraft should be back. I took it down to back the server up, but the server should be back now. Let me just check it out. I'll see if Minecraft server's back. Give me a second before we get going. Coffee. Teacup emoji. Sargon's a filthy tea drinker. Minecraft is up. Okay, that's good. So, the pre-V stream? Fuck you. V's a good guy, though. $20 from SJ. Thank you. I wrote a book for my son. Poet. Oh my god, I'm still tired. Fuck. I wrote a book for my son. Told you about how I was in Discord. The Graysonian Ethic is now on Amazon. Your copy arrives in your P.O. Box November 2nd. First chapter is inspired by Consentus Deontological. Thanks. No problem, man. Good job writing a book. Good job. So, as always, guys, the Minecraft server is up and running. And I'm going to do a quick announcement formally, first of all, okay? If you're involved in the Halloween Minecraft contest, you have 1 week. 1 week. The contest ends in a week. You have to make a cool Halloween build on the Halloween map. And if it turns out that you can't do it, you fail. I slurped my spit. Jesus Christ, Jake, what the fuck? Well, in any case, thanks for the $2, you gross. Anyway, if you are part of the Minecraft Halloween event, the Minecraft stream, the Halloween stream, will happen on October 31st, the community stream. So you have 1 week to finish your Minecraft Halloween entry. And then on November 1st, we're basically just going to take the map and put it into a lockdown mode where you can visit it, but you can't edit it. How much are you paying for a jar of Dev's bath coffee? Game Boomers Nekopara. Jesus. Maybe when I stream on Pornhub. Oh, do the clocks change for some of you? I didn't know that the clocks are changing soon. I guess they probably are, aren't they? Doesn't that mean an extra hour of sleep? Isn't that nice? Man, I'm so done. I'm done with like the clock changing bullshit. It seems like it's a waste. Why do people keep doing it? Unironically, we should end daylight standard time. Or daylight savings time. It's just kind of dumb, isn't it? Dev, you alefish. I'm still tired. Fuck me, dude. Sip that funky coffee. God damn it. Did Lilith like fan art? Wow, she always likes fan art, but I don't know which one you mean. My stomach's just fine. It's better now. Anyway, let's get right down to it, eh? There's not much to announce today for like community news for this week, with the sole exception of the Minecraft server contest finishing up. So, it seems like it's just time to hop right into the articles. I will announce a couple things though. So yes, one, Minecraft server, Halloween. Get it done by the October 31st. That's when we stream it. You have 1 week. 2, I'm going to be on Arch's channel this afternoon to do Skaven, but it's actually the last Skaven game in a while. Kibbs needs a month off. So, Skaven's going to be on hold. Now, we intend to come back to it, but keep in mind, Arch says he wants to come back to every single campaign he's ever played. With, alright. Okay. But he does say he wants to come back to Skaven. So, hopefully after Kibbs' break, we can return to playing more Skaven on Arch's channel. As always, I'm not streaming on Game Boomers tonight. I don't stream on Sunday nights generally, unless it's a unique situation. So I'm taking Sunday night, tonight off. And I'll be back on Game Boomers tomorrow with hopefully the finale of American McGee's Alice. That's one of the Halloween games we've been playing is Alice. So Naomi and I are playing that, and we'll be playing that on Game Boomers Monday night. Oh, thank you very much, Bonsai. Thank you. I mean, I feel like my newer stuff's better than my older stuff, but the older stuff's still good, so enjoy. Lala, if you want to make fan art, I always appreciate it, but it's up to you. All right, it's your decision. I don't like to ask for that kind of thing. let me get the articles up. Let's get going. Next Sunday for Halloween, that's when we're doing the Minecraft stream, dude. Halloween, the evening of, we're doing the Minecraft stream. Let me see what I got here. Okay. If you want to join the $5 club in my community, that's in a Discord. That's in my Discord channel, or Discord server. You can give a recurring $5 monthly tip to Patreon Subscribestar, the YouTube memberships button, or the sub button over on my gaming channel, twitch.tv/gameboomers. If you give $100 directly to the PayPal, I'll put you into the $5 club for life. Just send me or Dave or one of the mods the receipt, and we'll put you into the $5 club for life. I also sometimes open packages on this show, on the weekly sip. As soon as I have 5 packages, I open them. So if you want to send stuff, there's the P.O. box right there on the screen. Let me just, here, I'll plug in the chat right now. I'm posting. That's the Twitch channel for Game Boomers. And for those of you who prefer to watch on YouTube, here is the YouTube channel. I would appreciate it if you guys followed both of those channels. Because even on days when I don't put out an SFO video, I'm generally streaming something on those channels that night. I'm trying to make background music for your streams, Devo. Oh, okay, cool. I guess when you make it, I'll see. Hold on. Oh no, is my new mug chipping? I feel like a weird... It might be. Yeah, god damn it. Mugs always get this way. All right. Let's talk about some goofy articles. For those of you who don't know, the reason that I do this show is because I have articles that are worth talking about, but they don't fit into a larger video. So instead, I talk about them here. And it also gives me a good excuse to like do a stream, talk to the chat, have a a nice time with you guys. I've also realized when I don't do like anime girl thumbnails, my streams get like 1,000, 2,000 viewers. When I do anime girl thumbnails, I get like 300. I wonder if I should just change up how I do these the thumbnails for these weekly streams. Maybe I should. But on the counter side, I do like sipping anime girls. Max, because if you use Twitch as intended, as purely a video game site, it still works. And it's still good. If you're on the video game side of Twitch. Okay. Let's talk about the articles, okay? Here we go. It's so wrong. Devastated Alex Scott in tears as she learns her ancestor owned 26 slaves on Who Do You Think You Are? So, there has been this, I think I even made a video about it a couple of years ago. There's been a running trend of black people who are like 100% into BLM and their identity is all wrapped up in being black, and then they like get a DNA test done and they're like 1/4 white. And they're devastated, like beyond repair. Like, how could this happen to me? And it's like, dude, you don't look like you're as dark as somebody from Africa. Don't kid yourself. But this one, her ancestor owned slaves. She was devastated. She's a BBC pundit. She's horrified to find out that her 4 times great-grandfather, Robert Francis Coombs, was a slave owner with over 24 people captive at his huge property in Jamaica. Oh my God. The records of those enslaved to Robert between 1817 and 1832. A stunned Alex can't believe what she's seeing and asks, in my family line, this doesn't sound right coming out of my mouth, but Robert Francis Coombs owned people? The historian explains that Coombs received preferential treatment for being light-skinned, and it wasn't unusual for free black people to own slaves at the time. How could this happen to me? In terms of explaining my emotion behind it, I am suppose this goes against everything that I stand for, who I am. I was very aware of maybe delving into this topic of slavery, but I really did believe I'd be learning about my family as slaves, not the other side as slave owners. Robert had a relationship with one of the slaves and fathered 2 children with one of the women he owned. Oh my God. Jesus Christ. That's fucking wild, dude. When he died in 1851, the rich landowner looked after all of his children in his will. It was hard to take. That ownership of a human life is so wrong. I don't think stories are told a lot about black people owning slaves. Alex's dad walked out on the family around the time she signed up for a youth team at 8, but remained close to her nan, part of the Windrush generation who lived in London's East End. Wow. Well, guess what? The reason that this is devastating her so much is because she is from that political point of view where you are 100% responsible, 100% responsible for the crimes of your ancestors, which is ridiculous, obviously, right? More like Robert Coomer. $10 from Mervyn, you thank you. Question. If you die and a ball of light comes to you and says, "Hi, I'm God," All/everything. Welcome to my communist utopia. Did you really go to heaven? They do say heaven's a place on earth. Generic for $5. Why not get SFO Weekly Sip anime thumbnails commissioned? I have an idea of what I could do. Maybe I'll repurpose some older artwork that I'm not using anymore, you know? I'm gonna read all the super chats at the end of the articles though, okay guys? Let's keep going. Still, this is kind of funny. Oh yeah. Head over to here. I'm doing my first sponsor spot, guys. Head over to www.pronounwater.com. You can buy your very own gender fluid. It comes in these flavors: she, her, he, him, they, them, he, they, she, he, they, and z, them. Okay. How much does the gender fluid cost here at pronounwater.com? It's trans owned and operated. $30 a bottle. Sounds good, guys. Wait, was yesterday Pronouns Day? Fucking hell. That sounds so stupid. Oh, what's this? Oh, right. This was posted up at a school recently. You're pleasuring yourself with nicotine? Try masturbation instead. Masturbation is a safe and healthy alternative to vaping as a solution to relieve stress. Try it by yourself or with a friend. I mean, I assume this is a high school, but still, what the fuck, dude? All right, let's keep going. Mom admits to speeding away in a van as a first grader clung to the door, trying to stop her from abandoning him. Look at this sick fuck. A mom who tried to ditch her kids in the woods, killing one as he clung to the door as his caregiver sped away, admitted to the depraved acts. Brittany Gosney pleaded guilty to 1 count of murder and 2 counts of felony child endangerment during a hearing in an Ohio court on August 16th. She faces life in prison. Police charged her and her boyfriend, James Hamilton, in connection to the death of James Hutchinson, 6 years old. Gosney reported Hutchinson, her son, missing, but police said she was the killer. Police have frantically searched for Hutchinson along the riverbed, but have not found his remains. Wow, what an actual piece of shit. Gosney tried to abandon the 3 children, but Hutchinson, a first grader, tried to hold on to her minivan as she sped off. He died as he tried to stop his mom from fleeing. I guess he got run over as the... Jesus. Gosney brought Hutchinson's body back to the home she shared with Hamilton. The duo put the child's body in a spare room and days later threw the boy into the Ohio River. Hutchinson's feet were tied to a concrete block before being tossed in the river. Wow. What an actual piece of shit. Thank you for the $100, man. I will look at all the donations after the stream, but thank you very much. This is sad. Like, what happened to the other 2 kids that were abandoned? We don't even know. Hopefully they got found. Fucking hell. Canadian man charged after landing a helicopter at Dairy Queen to pick up an ice cream cake. Fuck yeah. There's no doubt that Dairy Queen ice cream cake is delicious, but a Saskatchewan man took his craving for soft serve to a new level over the long weekend. According to the Tisdale RCMP, the man landed a helicopter in a high-traffic parking lot around 5 p.m. so he can pick up his cake. When it landed, the helicopter blew up dust and debris throughout the area, which includes a school, an aquatic center, and more. Once police confirmed that the landing was not an emergency and the man was simply walking across to Dairy Queen, they stepped in. Officers determined that the pilot, a 34-year-old man from Leroy, was licensed to drive the helicopter, but that it was illegal to land it where he did. He was charged with 1 count of dangerous operation of an aircraft. Aircraft. Wow. Dude, that's based. By the way, Americans have a problem pronouncing this word here. I'll put it in the chat, okay? They always, because it's like a native word, so they can't really pronounce it, and they're like, "What? How the fuck?" It's Saskatchewan, Saskatchewan, Saskatchewan. It's really easy. As I say, it's easy. I stumble over my own tongue. Saskatchewan, dude. It's just Saskatchewan. It's really easy. Maybe because I grew up saying it all the time. Because you had to always like I'm sure it's the same thing with Americans in states when you're in school, but you have to recite like all the provinces of Canada when you're a kid. You know, Saskatchewan is the Florida of Canada. All right, let's keep going. Student at ultra liberal $80,000 a year Oberlin College complains that contractors hired to install radiators in women and trans safe space dorm were cisgender men. Aren't you a cisgender man? I mean, I think so. He was left angry, scared, and confused because cisgender men installed a radiator in his safe space dormitory. Well, do you want the work done or not? You fucko. Peter Frey Witzer, a student enrolled in Oberlin College, posted an article in Friday's edition of the Oberlin Review in which he takes school administrators to task for giving him short notice with the installation. Frey Witzer writes that he asked for a campus official if he could be exempt from having a radiator installed so as to avoid the intrusion. Aiden Paladin says she went to school close to Oberlin. It's a massive joke. Oh, really? Hold on. What does this guy's article even say? I'm kind of curious. Male workers allowed into Baldwin, unsettling residents. Isn't that you? Aren't you a male? I mean, you could be a trans man, but oh my god. In general, I am very averse to people entering my personal space. This anxiety was compounded by the fact that the crew would be strangers, and they were more than likely to be cisgender men. Baldwin College is the home of the Women's and Trans Collective. The college website describes the dorm as a close-knit community that provides women and transgender persons with a safe space for discussion, communal living, and personal development. Cisgender men are not allowed to live on the second and third floors, and many residents choose not to invite cisgender men to that space. I was angry, scared, and confused. Why didn't the college complete the installation over the summer when the building was empty? Why couldn't they tell us precisely when the workers would be there? Why were they... Dude, you've never worked with contractors before, have you? I considered reaching out to Matos, but what would I say? The college doesn't like you to address any of my concerns the day before the scheduled installation, and if they did, it would more than likely be in a passive "we are truly sorry for the inconvenience" sort of way, punctuated by an insistence that I would not be excessively bothered and that the installation was necessary whether I liked it or not. Yes, welcome to dealing with bureaucracy. Welcome to dealing with planism and centralized power. I waited apprehensively. The workers began installing in common spaces, and I could see immediately they were all men. It was clear that the college had not made a special request that male workers not be allowed into the upper floors of Baldwin. Predicting when they would reach my room was pure guesswork. I was trying to anticipate whether I would be in class when they arrived, or have to welcome strangers into my room only to be ejected to allow them space to work. When the insistent knock eventually came, I scrambled to get my mask on and repeatedly shouted, "Coming!" through the door. 4 or 5 construction workers stood outside, accompanied by someone who I can only assume, by his neat polo and clipboard, to be an emissary of the college. We stared at each other for a moment before I moved aside to allow the workers to enter. I asked meekly if I could actually not have a radiator installed in my dorm. I knew the answer was no before I even said it, but hey, worth a shot. I left for class, and by the time I had come back, they had appeared to be done, though Polo Man warned me that they would return later in the week to check the installation. Sure enough, they were back the next day. I felt violated and Like, fucking hell. Dude, how soft are you? Like, how fucking soft do you have to be? Good God. All right, let's continue. Food blogger sparks debate with call to stop describing all Indian food as curry. Indian food is much more than a spiced, gravy liquid dish, which is referred to as curry. A South Asian blogger has called on people to stop using the word curry to describe Indian dishes over claims it is rooted in British colonialism. Cancel the word curry. The term has been, for quite some time, been misused by white people to depict any dish made in India. There's a saying that the food in India changes every 100 kilometers, and yet we're still using this umbrella term popularized by white people who can't be bothered to learn the actual names of our dishes. But we can still unlearn. Curry shouldn't be all that you think about when you think about South Asian food. It's fucking curry, dude. It's fucking curry, dude. I don't know what to tell you. Oh yeah, this Blizzard shit that's happening right now. World of Warcraft character renamed after 2007 cocksucker video resurfaces. Gorge the Corpse Grinder was named after a metal band's frontman. I remember this. Man, I actually did play some World of Warcraft in 2007. I remember what things were like back then. I remember what was going on. I remember how like the developers used to be a little bit edgy and they would make references to memes because the culture of the late 90s and the 2000s was an edgy culture. It was the MTV Jackass MXC era. It was where you could actually make jokes about things and not be fucking instantly canceled. You know, you know what you could do? You could put Nazis in a video game, make them the enemy, laugh at them like the jokes they are, and have uncensored swastikas. Rather than whatever the fuck we have going on now. A World of Warcraft character named George the Corpse Grinder, named after Cannibal Corpse frontman George Corpsegrinder Fisher, has had its name changed. This is part of Blizzard's continuing combing through the archives and finding references in the game that in 2021 maybe aren't as cool as they used to be. No, they are. You just got old. You allowed yourself to get old in your own head. You see, I miss that culture so much. I still live it. I'm always going to be living that culture in my fucking communities and wherever I go because it's the best one. We are actively degenerating right now. In this instance, it was the rediscovery of a 2007 interview with Fisher that was later broadcast during BlizzCon 2011, in which he begins by talking about his love for World of Warcraft. I've got 4 accounts at level 70. I'm not fucking playing, man. World of Warcraft is fucking life for me. But he later gets heated when he reveals which faction he plays for. I don't play no fucking Homo Alliance either. Fuck the Alliance. Fucking die, you emo cocksuckers. Dude, that's awesome. And then, as it turns out, that is now no longer allowed. No more banter allowed. Oh yeah, speaking of that. So, they renamed McCree to Cole Cassidy because McCree was named after one of the people who apparently did something stupid at Blizzard. I haven't been following it too much. It's just Blizzard being ridiculous again. So they named the character Cole Cassidy. Cassidy Cole is a porn star. Oops. Men should ejaculate at least 21 times a month to slash their prostate cancer risk. Milking the cow is good for stress, anxiety, and sleep. Come one, come all. We have a story that all men should take notice of. According to researchers at Harvard University, men should ejaculate at least 21 times a month in order to mitigate their prostate cancer risk. All right, everyone in the chat room right now, every single person currently listening to the sound of my voice in the chat room, I want to hear from you. If you have a boyfriend, do you make sure he cooms at least 21 times a month? Yes, no. You have a solemn duty to prevent your partner from getting prostate cancer. I want to see the chat. I want to see the chats. I'm going to wait a bit. 21, that's rookie numbers. No, you fucking... No, yes. I don't have a boyfriend. Yes. I wish I had a boyfriend. Way ahead of you. Tid, you have a boyfriend? She does. All right, let's keep looking out here. So a woman has to perform her duty. Oh my god. Boyfriend, you think I'm gay? Okay, listen, if you're biologically male and you're watching this stream, you're gay. All right? Not only are you a gay, but there's a 75% chance you're a femboy. That's just the nature. That's just the makeup of my the gender makeup of my community. Okay. We evaluated whether ejaculation frequency throughout adulthood is related to prostate cancer risk in a large US-based study. These findings provide additional evidence of a beneficial role of more frequent ejaculation throughout adult life. Ooh, I see. But a reduced chance of getting prostate cancer isn't the only benefit of milking the cow. Ejaculating more frequently has also been found to dramatically reduce feelings of stress and anxiety. In addition to decreased feelings of pain, secretion of endorphins lead to feelings of euphoria, modulation of appetite, release of sex hormones, the enhancement of the immune response. I see. Fuck you, Dev. Everyone is saying no. I'm leaving this place. I am a gay man who is dating a femboy. You know, that's like 2 steps away from dating a girl, so whatever. No Nut November is coming up. Listen, how many of you guys in the chat did no shit September? It's okay, Tej, I'll date you. Don't worry about it. Okay, what's next? Here, on the straight side of the spectrum, look at the UK woman says the NHS won't approve surgery to reduce her 32 double J breasts. Based. A 20-year-old British woman who's faced a range of physical problems stemming from her size 32 double J breasts said the country's health service has denied her a breast reduction operation. She has back pain, sluggishness, and being bullied as a result of her breasts, which are about 8 sizes bigger than average for her age. She was called big boobs in school and is still bullied on the street. Dude. The NHS knows they're a natural treasure. People would always over-sexualize it. Well, listen, like, I mean, I understand why you wouldn't want it to happen, but it's also reasonably normal for that kind of thing to happen. Like, it sucks, but you know what? Get yourself a boyfriend who loves that shit. You'll be fine. Yeah, Tidge. It's not a blessing. My boobs are not perky, they sag, they droop, they have stretch marks all around them, they are not attractive or nice to look at. Maybe not. You have to let somebody judge to really figure it out. Soldier charged with serving weed-laced cupcakes to troops during live fire training. All right. A Canadian soldier is facing 18 charges for serving weed-laced cupcakes to an artillery unit. Bombardier Chelsea, of course it's Chelsea. Chelsea Cogswell is accused of feeding the cannabis confectionery to her unit at an Army combat training facility in New Brunswick, Canada in 2018. Cogswell was working in the facility's canteen as a part of a combat training scenario with the Royal Canadian Artillery School when she allegedly prepared the drug-infused baked goods. Her colleagues unknowingly consumed the cupcakes, and all but one are said to have experienced symptoms including dehydration, overheating, fatigue, confusion, dry mouth, and paranoia. Several affected members were allegedly unable to properly execute safe weapons and explosive handling drills. Those affected by the drugs were treated by a medical technician. Military police were called to the facility that afternoon. She's now facing 18 charges. These include administering a noxious substance, neglect of the prejudice of good order and discipline, and behaving in a disgraceful manner. She could face a maximum sentence of imprisonment not exceeding 2 years or a lesser punishment if she is found guilty at her court-martial. Damn, dude. Sounds like a fun time. All the rounds went high. Yeah, weed is legal in Canada, but you're not allowed to feed it people without their knowledge. Yes, that's true. Taliban beheaded female volleyball player and posted the photos of it online. An Afghan volleyball player on the girls' national team was beheaded by the Taliban, with gruesome photos of her severed head posted on social media. One of was Mahjabin Hakimi, one of the best players in the Kabul municipality volleyball club, was slaughtered in the capital city of Kabul as troops searched for female sports players. She was killed earlier this month, but her death remained mostly hidden because her family had been threatened not to talk. Images of her severed neck were published on Afghan social media, according to the paper, which did not say how old she was. A lot of the other people who played sports as girls during the 20-year American occupation of Afghanistan, they've basically gone into hiding. You know, I understand the desire to get out of Afghanistan. It was ultimately the right thing to do. But I do think it's kind of important to understand that the Taliban are fucking barbarians. And that we shouldn't in any way be cool with them just because we left, you know? Man arrested for swinging colonoscopy bag at police officers. Metro Police arrested a man on multiple charges, including assaulting 2 police officers, after he took off his colostomy bag and swung it to strike the officers, according to court documents. Police say Nicholas Newart, identified as John Doe in court documents, was drunk and holding a bottle of beer blocking the outside side of an emergency exit door at Kid Rock's at 221 Broadway. Kid Rock security told the defendant to leave the outside door area, but he refused to leave. Security flagged down police to assist in getting Newhart to leave. Newhart took out his colostomy bag from the inside of his front pants area and started to swing the bag, hitting 2 of the officers with his feces. Literal shit slinger. It's Death Stranding. It is Death Stranding. That takes guts. He was drunk when taken into custody without any further incident. He could not stand straight on his own. His eyes were bloodshot and glossy, wet-looking with the smell of alcohol coming from his person. Fucking hell, dude. Rebel against the modern world. Fuck, dude. Florida man who asked to show penis to the jury cleared of murder. The Margate who created a stir when he asked to show his penis to the jury in an effort to prove that his girlfriend could have choked to death on it during oral sex has been acquitted of second-degree murder charges. Jurors deliberated for 5 hours before finding Richard Pattinson, 65, not guilty in the slaying of Francisca Marquinez, 60. Prosecutor says Patterson strangled Marquinez during or after sex, but an autopsy showed no bone or cartilage damage to her neck. But the defense's oral sex choking defense was proven either after experts say Marquinez's airway would have had to have been obstructed for 30 straight seconds. Her official cause of death is listed as undetermined. So without a cause of death, jurors had little evidence to convict Patterson. What made the death look so suspicious is that when Patterson figured out Marquinez was dead, he called his lawyer instead of the police. Patterson did not testify at trial. Patterson dropped his request to show the jury his penis after lawyers began to suggest that Marquinez may have died of an unnoticed heart attack or stroke. Death by face fucking, I guess. Florida man strikes again. Can games stop using insane as a difficulty description already? I recently reviewed Gloomhaven, a digital adaptation of the turn-based strategy board game of the same name. The campaign was a rough ride that left me wondering if I had failed to change it to my default setting of as easily as possible, and had accidentally cranked it up to so ridiculously difficult you want to throw your keyboard across the room. When I looked at the difficulty levels to check, I spotted something that's still far too common. Insane. Every time I see this word in a game, it makes my heart sink. It's 2021. We've moved past ableist language. Gears of War 5, Outlast, and Castle Crashers all have either insane or insanity difficult levels. Even the recently released Mass Effect Legendary Edition kept its insanity setting, while Aliens Fireteam Elite also use this terminology. These are far from the only titles to use it, too. Oh God! Shut up! Shut up! Journos against the wall. We should literally call the easiest mode game journalist mode. Like, fuck you. Yeah, get fucking good. Like, I did that video about Jim Sterling and the ableist thing and like the accessibility thing. This article came out like a day later. While we've rightfully moved away from ableist words like retard. Oh, no, we haven't. I still say that word all the time. I don't give a fuck. It's kind of funny because a video I put out recently, I used the word retard in it, and yet it got fully monetized, like manually reviewed and fully monetized. It's like, oh, all right, YouTube. Okay. I mean, this video is just this article is just stupid. Oh yeah, people hated this. The Wolfenstein thing where it showed like a child. Oh God, cry about it. Cry about it. Court tells German baker to stop making sawdust cookies. He's apparently sold cookies with sawdust in them for 20 years. News of the court ruling was uncovered by Juris.de, a legal news website based in Germany. The baker, who has remained unidentified, has reportedly run a mail-order business that has been selling sawdust cookies for 20 years. The court deemed sawdust as unfit for human consumption. These cookies must not be allowed into the food chain because they're not safe and are objectively seen not fit for human consumption. It isn't even used in the industrial animal feed sector. The baker in question claimed to have reached out to the city of Karlsruhe in 2004 about his use of sawdust and argued that he did not hear back from government officials. Moreover, the ingredient has been reportedly been listed on his packaging of his cookies. He uses microbiological sawdust as a flour replacement, which he purchases from a natural products retailer. He went on to add that sawdust is an herbal product that's similar to bran. The natural products shop where the sawdust was purchased took part in the case as well and argued that the ingredient is a vegetable product. The court didn't seem to see it that way, and upheld the decision made by the city inspectors who tasted the baker's cookie dough and ordered that he stopped selling the baked goods with sawdust. Yeah, I thought that like sawdust can't be digested, so it's just like a filler. Oh God, hold on, I'm gonna take this away for a second. Just wait. Oh my fucking. Can I even show this? Maybe I can't. You know what? Fuck it. I'll show it. I don't give a fuck. The North Kingstown superintendent is defending a pornographic cartoon depiction of children giving blowjobs and other sex acts. And it costs about $153,000 of taxes to promote pornography to children because he believes it supports sexual health. So this guy's name is Philip Auger. He's an administrator. He works in Rhode Island. He makes $153,000 a year. And he produces cartoons of children having sex with each other. Not as like weird fetish lolly porn like the Japanese do, but as sexual health aids to give to children to teach them how to do it. It's true. Drawings aren't people. It shouldn't be illegal. But holy fuck, you shouldn't be making it and giving it to kids. Here, I am going to take the screen away. I'll just describe to you. Okay. Hold on. I can bring it back for this one bit. Inappropriate material in high school. Thank you for your email. I have read both works and I feel it's important to see these images and quotations in the context of the full text. Gender Queer is available in our library, is intended for a teenage and young adult audience, and in my opinion would be considered a valuable resource for someone who is working through issues of sexual identity and or identifying as transgender. I do not consider the book to be pornographic. With pornography, there is an intent to stimulate erotic rather than aesthetic or emotional feelings. It is the reason that images in a Playboy magazine would be considered pornographic, but a statue from Michelangelo, sexual images in an anatomy textbook, or sexual references in health class would not. In this case, the intent of the author is to be concerned for the sexual health of those who are transgender, not to be pornographic. Okay, so this image is a drawn image of what looks to be a young girl giving a blowjob. This is a comic. Okay. And there's just some regular panels, but the stuff that one guy, okay, there's two teenage boys having sex, but they're doing it like missionary, the way that you would if you were with a woman. There's a guy who's getting off while driving by turning the steering wheel of his car while he's driving against his penis. And then there's a girl who's fantasizing about being an underage boy as a older man fucks him, and in the style of like Greek pottery. Where's the clown horn? Where is my fucking clown horn? Where did it go? I lost it. No, I didn't. Here it is. Honk honk. You know, I think most kids get that crush, that relatively innocent crush on the older, attractive teacher, right? I had a pretty hot teacher in grade 3. But the point is that it's supposed to be innocent. It's not supposed to be depicted explicitly. Yeah, I know what you mean, Kara Small. I know what you mean. All right. Let's come back. Police chase ends at McDonald's drive-thru as a woman orders food in the middle of her pursuit. A police chase of a woman in a stolen truck ended in a McDonald's drive-thru after she tried to order food during the pursuit. Wow. The man that made the 911 call told officers that a woman whom he said he didn't know climbed into his car and drove away. He said his pickup truck had GPS and he could see its location. As officers made their way to the area of the stolen truck, they were flagged down by another driver who said their car had been hit by the truck minutes before. Joanna Gardell, 38, was identified as the person accused of stealing the truck, and officers say they found her in the stolen truck a few blocks away. The officer activated his blue lights, got out of his cruiser, and approached the stolen vehicle. The operator drove away as the officer walked towards her. The officer got back into his cruiser and followed her at a low rate of speed, but she did not stop. Miss Gardell began to increase her speed on Main Street and drove through red lights. The officer deactivated his lights and sirens and stopped following her for safety reasons. The woman allegedly crossed into the wrong lane and into oncoming traffic and hit a van. She backed up the vehicle at a high rate of speed and struck a cruiser behind her and knocked down and dragged one of the detail officers. Officers pursued the stolen vehicle at a low rate of speed before the pursuit was called off for safety reasons. Gardell allegedly pulled into the drive-thru at a nearby McDonald's to try and order food, but officers found her and tried to arrest her. Officers approached her in 2 vehicles, but she intentionally struck one before veering off the road and getting the stolen pickup truck stuck in a pile of mulch that was on the McDonald's property. The officers were then able to pull her out of the vehicle as she fought and struggled with them during the arrest. She is facing a litany of charges, including failure to stop for police, leaving the scene of an accident with personal injury, assault and battery by means of a dangerous weapon, malicious mischief to motor vehicle, disturbing the peace, disorderly conduct, and use of a motor vehicle without authority. Holy fuck. Holy shit, dude. Imagine being so high and you have the munchies so hard. You gotta drive to McDonald's in the middle of your car chase. What's this? Oh yeah, this shit. You guys seen this yet? Okay. Okay, hold on. Here we go.
I get to go home, and I get all of my feathers.
Dude, critical race theory is fucking wild, isn't it? By the way, this was math class. Okay, hold on. And I know that like stuff went viral, but there was a second video, dude.
I ask you, please tell me the secret of being a champ. Please. And then I hear. Because obviously this is ridiculous. So fast, so fast, so.
I like how she said at the end, obviously this is ridiculous. See, some of these kids are laughing. Some of these kids are just embarrassed. But I guess the one recording found it offensive. I mean, it's obviously stupid. It's kind of ridiculous. But I think, like, people are freaking out. Like, look at the racism. Racism! He's on a drug for sure. Yeah, is it math or meth, guys? You decide. Oh, God, look at her face. This is the face of a woman who knows exactly what she did. Accessory to murder. Caught after commenting on Tulsa police Facebook post. So, Tulsa police is looking for her. And she says, "Where's the reward money at?" Girl, you better stay off social media. They can track you. Ain't gonna be funny when you get processed. And she's just like, yeah, I know what's going on. A suspect who was the subject of the Tulsa Police Department's weekly Most Wanted was arrested after commenting on the department's Facebook post about her. She commented on the post asking about reward money. And then of course they found her. Like, fuck, how dumb. Alright. That's right, there's tweets about it. Wait, no, wait, this is going to my real life Facebook. I'm not clicking on that. I'm not bringing the real life Facebook up on this fucking show. You posted Lorraine Graves as the weekly Most Wanted for accessory to murder and the homicide of Eric Graves earlier this year. She started commenting on her post asking about reward money. She's just like, damn, dude. Fucking hell. Learn this felon's weird trick for free money. Oh, shit. Maybe I can archive.org it, eh? Nah. Archive.is? Give me that article. Fuck you, New York Times. What we know about the fatal shooting on Alec Baldwin's New Mexico movie set. You guys heard about this, right? Where Alec Baldwin had, like, a prop gun, but it was accidentally loaded, and he shot somebody, and they fucking died. And it's like, Jesus, all right. The authorities in Santa Fe County are investigating what happened on the set of Rust when the actor Alec Baldwin killed the film's cinematographer and wounded its director by firing a gun that was to be used as a prop. Details have begun to trickle out with the release of the detective's affidavit, the audio of a 911 call made immediately after Thursday's shooting, and public statements from some of the people involved. But much remains unclear. How did a gun that contained a fatal projectile get into the hands of an actor who believed it was safe? Now, I've seen a TikTok going around of people saying shit like, here's the person who was handling the prop gun on set, and it was like some kind of like dye-haired nightmare. I'm like, okay, well, that doesn't necessarily mean anything. It's funny because they're posting like ridiculous TikToks, but it doesn't necessarily mean anything. So during a rehearsal for a scene in Rust, Baldwin fired the gun, striking the cinematographer in the chest and the director in the shoulder. Hutchins was airlifted to the hospital and she died. Susan was taken by ambulance to the hospital in Santa Fe and was released on Friday. Mr. Baldwin has cooperated with the investigation, including going to Santa Fe County Sheriff's Office after the shooting to provide a statement and answer any questions. No criminal charges have been filed against him or anyone else. I mean, shit. Surely, I mean, I don't think he should be held responsible, but surely the guy that, or I guess in this case the woman, that put the gun there that was negligent. Like, it should be their responsibility, right? Yeah. And in fact, someone in the chat said it. I'm going to show it. Control minus. Yeah. This was said a few years ago by Alec Baldwin on Twitter. I wonder how it must feel to wrongfully kill someone. Well, I guess you figured it out. Jesus. Jesus Christ. Oh yeah, check this shit out. Check this fucking monstrous situation out. Woman's head doubles in size after horrific allergic reaction to common hair dye. Look at this fucking head. Look at this head. Like, Jesus. This is some big brain shit right here. It's Megamind. Dude. This is when you have the psychic powers. You 5 head right there. You can just like you can just project you can just project the waves out from your head using your brain power. Yeah, free IQ. Yeah, big brain, guys, big brain. A teenager's head has doubled in size after a horrific allergic reaction to a common hair dye that left her struggling to breathe. Estelle, a 19-year-old English student from Paris, shared photos showing her shocking disfigurement caused by the chemical PPD, which is found in 90% of hair dyes. Estelle says she had bought a standard do-it-yourself hair dye from a supermarket, but social media in France was stunned when she posted faces of her reaction to PPD online. The allergy first caused her scalp to itch where the top of her head started to swell up. Estelle attempted to treat herself using antihistamines and cream from a pharmacist, but she awoke the next day to catch a glimpse of her inflated reflection. Like, this to this. Dear God. The circumference of her head measured 63 centimeters rather than the average of 56. Holy fuck, dude. Holy fuck. Holy shit. Yeah, like, poor woman, but, like, nuts, man. I could still see. I was struggling to breathe. My forehead doubled in volume. My head was a light bulb. Her tongue had started to swell, and she was rushed to the hospital where the circumference of her head measured 60. Yep. Okay. She had previously suffered a mild reaction to the hair dye and used the allergy test that comes with the product. But rather than waiting the recommended 48 hours, she applied the dye after 30 minutes. Despite ignoring the instructions, her mom said there should be greater awareness of the PPD risks. Dude, you did this to yourself. Like, it's true. She almost died. She almost fucking died. That's no joke. But, like, good God. Good God. Like, I'm sure the swelling goes down, but fuck. Fuck me, dude. Maybe if you squeeze her head, it will all go down to her booty. And finally, this is an old article from 2007, but it is worth talking about because I just discovered it. Florida man shot in head and complains of a headache. A Florida man woke up with a headache and asked his wife to drive him to a hospital, where doctors found a bullet lodged behind his right ear. The nurse looked at him and said, "It appears that you've been shot." He said, "No way." The man's wife, April Moylan, fled the emergency room when the bullet was discovered, but later told deputies she had accidentally shot her husband as he slept. Fucking hell, dude. She was jailed on a weapons violation charge while deputies pursued initial charges. The husband, 45-year-old Michael Moylan, woke up with a head pain so severe he suspected he was having an aneurysm, and he asked his wife to take him to the emergency room. Yep. So, when you get shot in the head and have a headache. Fucking hell, dude. Fucking hell. All right, guys. That is all the articles I have for you today. As always, want to join the $5 club? Toss a $5 donation to Patreon subscribers or YouTube memberships or twitch.tv/GameBoomers. And the bot will put you in the $5 club. $100 directly to the PayPal. Get you in there for life. And of course, mail me all your junk. I'll open it on the show. Let's go over the super chats, eh? Where are they? Oh, yes. Once more, I will post in the chat my side channels. The gaming channel, Game Boomers. That's my side channel on Twitch and YouTube. Follow them both, guys. I'm there most nights. Let's check out those supers. Let's see. $5 from AQ. The Florida dude could probably get some from that big-headed girl without choking her to death. Jesus. Generic for $5. I wonder Jesus Christ. I wonder how it must feel to wrongfully kill someone. Alec Bondron. I don't know. Mr. Ronnie has to tell me. What is it like? You see, I don't think there's anything like actually interesting about that story. Just the fact that it happened, right? Like, there's gonna be no deep conspiracy on that one. I don't think it's just gonna be a tragic mistake. Risuno Kairu for $5. Honk if you're horny. Risuno Kairu for $5 again. Not giving an F is ableist and transphobic. People don't F them. Generic for $2. Code Brown, officer down. Thank you for all the donations, everybody. Adam the Spaghetti Fanatic. Why am I not surprised you chose this Coomer article? Thank you, Matapasta. Another 5 from Matapasta. Loves DQ. Bring my helicopter to DQ. Kick up sand and dust other people's ice cream. Flies off. Nice. Dapper Wolf for $5. Join Flash Cash, Boomer. What is Flash Cash? What's Flash Cash? What are you talking about? What's Flash Cash? I don't know what that is. I am Tib Badger for $99. Thank you very much, dude. Thank you for the $99. Been ages since I caught a live sip. Also, nicotine is better than jerky slapping. Just saying. Thank you very much for that huge donation, man. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Beef 3D for €5. If they're not making a 20mm or 30mm proton attack helicopter water, I'm suing. Oh, fair enough, yeah. Generic for $5. Why not get SFO Weekly Sip anime thumbnails commissioned? I have an old thumbnail template that I haven't used in over a year that I think I'll repurpose. Because it's one that Kibbs drew for me. And it has Dev with a mug. Holding up a mug on his foot. I might repurpose that one and use that as the Weekly Sip artwork from now on. We'll see. And, of course, Hope the Cat just joined the $5 club, even though he has been banned from the Discord. Thank you for the donations anyway, dude. But you can't pay your way back in. And that would be it. All right, guys. I'll be on Skaven in about 4 hours' time at 3 p.m. EST. And then tomorrow, I'm going to be doing the Game Boomer stream with Naomi. We're doing Alice. American McGee's Alice. And I'm sure I'll also work hard and get a video up tomorrow as well. So, the next fan art segment is when there's a lot of fan art, basically. Join Flashcast, Boomer. Yellow Flash's podcast. Oh, thank you, Stug. I don't know what that is, though. But I guess we'll see. We'll see. But thanks, everyone. Meet the Galaxy, part of the $5 club. Thank you very much. Thanks for the last-minute donations, guys. But I will see you guys next time. Have a good day. Hold on a second here. This is the first time I haven't actually finished my coffee before the stream's over. So let me just hold on. There we go. All the coffee's done. All right, guys. Have a good one. I love you.